This question is so easy, it's unbelievable. I mean, I know it looks hard, and I guarantee that even if you got it right, you did it in a way that just took way too long or too much effort. And this is the key. We have to always remember that an SAT is a multiple choice test for the most part. And so we do not need to work through every question the same way we would in school. A lot of people, my own students, they do this. It drives me nuts. They'll read this and they'll be like, oh, I got to make an equation. And they start like putting together an equation based on the story. No. I mean, yes, we need an equation, but the answer choices give you 4 equations. Just narrow your focus to the choices and really focus on what's different between them, right? We don't need to come up with the equations. In the same way that on the reading section, we don't need to come up with a summary of what we read, right? The answer choices are the summaries. Same thing here. These equations are basically summaries of the story, so we just need to kind of notice the differences between the summaries and compare them with the actual story. So what's different? Well, I notice like I've got all sorts of numbers attached to this S. Let's think about what number should be attached to the S. Right? So what is the S? The S is the number of standard edition games. What do I know about the standard edition games? Well, there's that 20. The box for the standard edition has a volume of 20 cubic inches. The 30 is for the collector's edition, which is the value of C. So the 20 belongs on the S, and the 30 belongs on the C. So this is flipped it, so that's wrong. This is flipped it, so that's wrong. This has got it, 20S, 30C. And choice C, I don't know what that's doing. 25, why would we average them? That makes no sense, right? They're different kinds of things. That's it. That's the whole question. One fact of this story separated out all these choices for us. We could go in and kind of look at the other stuff too to make sure, but we don't really need to. We're done. And that's the advantage of remembering that, like, we do not need to answer questions by reading the question and coming up with the answer. We are given 4 answers. Test the answers against the question, right? Narrow your focus to them. See what's different between them and then test those small pieces of it. That is so much easier and it's so much faster too. So I really want you to save as much brain power as you can for when stuff truly does get difficult. And going through the story and writing your own equations, it's not a good idea. Plus, I have a feeling that if you did that, you'd actually end up getting completely different equations than these answer choices. My gut here would be to say, okay, if there's 75 copies in total, that means that S plus C is 75. And then, yeah, this other one is 20S plus 30C is equal to 1870 because that's the total volume. So it's close. That one's right. But this one, they switched it on us, right? They flipped it around. They subtracted S from both sides. Why did they do that? Because they can. Because they want to mess with you. Because they know what your expectations are, and then they want to kind of go the other way with it just to mess with you. So if we don't let them do that to us, we are going to be happier, we are going to have more points, and we will not be as tired from all this other extra work that we don't need to do. Look at the choices first. Use the choices to help you answer the question. They're there for a reason.